Hello. It's day 23. Woohoo! You're almost there. A week left. So I'm sitting in front of a public toilet. It's kind of super random. It's in front of my nearby station, which is Nishikoyama. Have you heard of this name? I bet you haven't. Yeah, it's there. There's a Daiso. I think you heard about Daiso. On the third floor, on the second floor, we have Tokyo Store. It's very convenient. There are a lot of stores here. I love this place. I live here. Usually take me 5 minutes to walk from the station to my house. It's very convenient. So yeah, why I'm sitting outside? Because I kind of like make a promise to myself that I'm going to film outside from now on. I don't know if it's gonna help with anything. There's no goal by doing this. I just want to do it. I just feel like filming outside. So yeah, that's why I'm sitting here. I'm gonna walk back home. I just finished eating this Indian naan and chicken curry. Yeah, I had dinner with my JVA friends. Really nice. It's so big. The naan was so big. It's so huge that I'm so full right now. Yeah. So what should I talk about today? Oh yeah, actually, I felt really sleepy during the dinner, so I kind of like my brain farted and we talked about random stuff. One of the topic I raised during the talk, it was so random, like we talk about so many random stuff. But one thing that I think is quite interesting is a chair. Yes, we talk about a chair. It's very philosophical. Yeah. So have you heard about Vsauce before? I think yeah, some of you have heard about Vsauce. It's a YouTube channel. He usually talk about stuff that most people never thought about. And one of his video is about a chair. Like I think the title is "Do Chair Exist?" And yeah, I watched that video more than 10 times, I think. I still watch them from time to time. It's like a safe place for me. And yeah, one thing that he discussed in the video is that like how do we define chair? Right, you might thinking like a chair is a chair. What are you talking about? A chair is a chair, yes, in your opinion. What about what I'm sitting right now? I'm sitting on this thing, kind of like a rock, a brick. Yeah, bricks stacked together in the shape of kind of like a chair. But is it a chair? Do you count as a chair? I don't think so. If I ask most people, if I point it to the thing I'm sitting on right now, is this a chair? I bet most of them would say no, that's not a chair. So what's a chair? A chair is something you sit on. Most people will answer that. I think it's not. If I sit on a table, is table a chair then, right? I sit on the floor, is the floor a chair? I sit on your feet. No. So yeah, what's a chair? What's a chair? How do you define a chair? Is there a complete definition of a chair? I discussed about this topic in detail, deeply with my close friend Amar during our lunch break. It was a 2-hour discussion because we didn't have anything in the afternoon, so we're kind of free, unemployed. So we talk about what's a chair. And if I remember correctly, it's like a year ago that we talked about this, but our conclusion was there is no complete definition of a chair. Yes, I think that's our conclusion, which is kind of like unsatisfying, like it's very anticlimactic. But we came up with this really cool idea, which is that there are 2 definitions of truth. We have a complete, an absolute truth, which is a truth known only by gods or a god, like yeah. by the higher level creature who created this thing, or it could be a god, it could be, you know, whatever you believe in. And there is another truth, which is a common truth. It's a truth that is proved to be true by most people, which is a very vague way to define stuff, I know, but that's the best we can do, because we assume that something is a thing based on what most people think, right? So if I point at something, is it a chair? If I ask God, for example, I point at that thing and he said, that's a chair. You are correct, my son. Okay, that is an absolute truth. But can we do that? We can't, right? It's not like something I don't know, I don't want to say we are not, it's not possible, it's impossible, but you know, some people may argue that it's possible, I've done that. You know, there are a lot of crazy people nowadays. But, I mean, most of the time, most people, right, I mean 99.99% of people can't do that. So I can safely say it's technically impossible to talk to God and get the answer of like, is that a chair or not? But what we can do is we can gather every people from the world and point at the thing and ask them in their language, is that a chair? We get the answer, and if most people answer is a chair, then it is a chair. If not, then it is not. And then the question would be, how many people do we need to define something as a chair? Like, let's say we have 1 million people. If 9,000, if 999,000 of them said it's a chair and 1,000 of them said it's not a chair, do we count it as a chair? And what percentage do we count is that a chair? Like, if that people answered it's a chair. So many chairs in my yap today, but yeah, that's the whole point of this thing. So yeah, the question becomes something else. The question becomes like at what point are you satisfied with the answer, right? Because okay, if you say 100%, that means your definition of the chair have to be like confirmed by all the people in the world that is a chair. You could find that, I think, if you have like a very normal picture of the chair. You could go ask everyone, and you know, everyone might say it's a chair. If you go ask like maybe tribe people, they might not say it's a chair, but you never know. So yeah, if you use that definition, like if you use 100%, there might be no chair for you because your bar is so high, right? But for most people, including me, chair is not that deep. I'd say 60%, 70%. If they say it's a chair, then it's a chair, right? So yeah, the conclusion is a chair is whatever you want it to be. It's very cliche answer, but it is. I mean, as I say, there's absolute truth, there is common truth, and the question is how many people you need to confirm that is a chair before it becomes an actual chair. Yeah, how do you define a chair? It's up to you. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. I mean, it's not really an advice, but yeah, take that whatever you want. And thank you for listening. I just realized I haven't thanked you for listening in any episode. I should be more grateful. I'm so sorry. And thank you for listening. We'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.